What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another live stream here on the FloGrappling channel. I'm Trey Robinson, if you guys don't know. Just for anybody who's watched the streams before, you're probably used to seeing my little guest room set up with a like a bed in the background, but got a new crib. So now I'm building out this little office studio. So hopefully I can, turn things up a notch, get these live streams looking good. But also there's nothing in here currently. It's just kind of an empty room. So hopefully there's not too much of an echo. But thank you boys for getting in here already. Today we're going to be watching ADCC South American Trials. The South American Trials are going down this weekend and next weekend. So today's the first one in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the first South American Trials. And then next week, both just one-day trials. So next week is going to be the second South American Trials. That one's going down kind of outside of Sao Paulo area. We got Dick Robinson in the chat. He said, "Hey, what's up, Dick Robinson? We might be related, bro. I'm little old Trey Robinson. You're Dick Robinson? Pretty cool. That Dick Robinson, he's a cool guy. All right, I can vouch for him. Eltinho, what's up, my brother? How are you, bro? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Yeah, if you guys are joining in, I'm giving it a second here. We're trying to, accumulate the viewership and whatnot. But we'll be quad boxing, boys. All right. So I know some of you guys are stressed out right now. Don't get stressed out. We'll be quad boxing before you guys even know it. What do we got going on here? Let me check. I got 17 monitors going right now, dude. I got the headquarters, every possible jiu-jitsu stream, and anything you could think of, I got going on over here just in the freaking HQ. All right. Yeah, so if you guys are joining in, don't be scared to send a little chat. Get the chats going. Let me know where you're from. I like to make sure everybody introduces himself. Get to know each other. It's kind of like when you're in the chat together. It's like everybody's neighbors. You got to get to know your neighbor a little bit. But should we jump into a quad box? You guys let me know. Let me know right now if you guys want me to jump into a quad box. Once someone gives me the go-ahead, I'll go straight into a quad box. We'll get this thing going. We'll get this thing fired up the way I know you boys want to do it. We'll be quad boxing like a bunch of maniacs. Or I can just sit here quietly. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get into the quad box. Boom. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. And now we're quad boxing, boys. So yeah, like I said, this is the first South American Trials. I think historically, we got Enrico S top right real quick, I guess, before I start just talking about random shit. Enrico S top right. He's a guy to watch. He's pretty sick, out of Wagner School. So keep your eye on him. But let me see here. But yeah, South American Trials. I think South American Trials, I don't know what the best trials is these days. I would say best trials is probably like West Coast Trials, maybe, if I'm being honest. I think West Coast Trials is still super nasty. Obviously, I think in Brazil, even if it's there's going to be a lot of guys you might not even know, but they're really good at jiu-jitsu. It's just there's the floor is higher in South American Trials, it feels like. A little bit, where in North American Trials, it feels like you get some guys who have kind of no business being there. But I also just think that South American Trials induces some of the craziest moments and clips and just chaos. Is that Majid is that Majid in the background? We got to go hunt down a Majid match. Is that him? I can't tell. That's definitely Majid. I can spot Majid anywhere, dude. It says he should be on mat 3. Boom. Hell yeah. So we got Enrico Said taking the back top. Oh, flying triangle or top left. That was kind of sick. Enrico Said taking the back top right. Freaking one of these guys flying triangle. And then Majid, bottom left, about to get into the half guard, life guard situation. That's good quad boxing. You know what I'm saying? And you guys know that's why we do it. We do it for a quad box that's just loaded up with good shit going on, popping off. Flying triangle boy just got tapped though. Counter heel hooked. Gotcha. Gotcha. Majid for this one went up to 88. So Majid previously had competed ADCC and stuff in 77 kilogram division, but he bounced up to 88 kilos for this one. Didn't want to make that extra cut, you know. Can't blame him. He's rocking a little half butterfly here. Ooh, little butterfly sweep from Majid. That was slick. He's PO'd. What up, junkie? How are you, my dog? Did Enrico Said just submit in the top right, or did he? Did they reset? Looks like maybe he reset. One of my favorite parts of watching trials is to just lock in on the ADCC referees. I just love how each mat, you get just a completely different vibe of referee. You know, like top right here, we got wrestling shoes on, glasses, locked in. Bottom left, I think we have just like a freaking Eastern European juggernaut looking guy. Like you don't disagree with the guy in the bottom left. You just, whatever he says, it's just like, yeah, he's right. And then top left, that guy has really skinny legs. No offense. Those are some of the skinniest legs I've ever seen. And then we don't even see a ref bottom right. And that's one thing I like, you know, that diversity of you know, referees, making sure everybody's represented. Ooh, Majid getting a little chippy with it. Honestly, bro, Majid's one of my favorite grapplers. I think Majid's awesome. He's just like a cool dude to be around, to be honest. And he does have like sick jiu-jitsu. He has particularly sneaky sick jiu-jitsu. But he's a cool dude. Surf fight out in Del Mar, California, like one of the best gyms, in my opinion, to just like go and have a good time. You know, surf fight, nobody has more fun. What up, junkie? How we doing? We're doing good, bro. Doing all good on this end. Thank you for asking. How are you doing, my brother? You guys got, hey, everybody in the chat, we got to get the chat firing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This is, like, you know, I've talked about this before. These streams, this is the Black Ops division of Flow Sports, you know? The Black Ops division of FloGrappling. You know, a lot of times I try to exist in the shadows. I try to operate, you know, in the deep, dark alleyways of the world. That's why, you know, sometimes we're referred to as the Alley Cats Anonymous, because you can just see us in a back alley just finger snapping, just taking out, you know, doing Black Ops missions outside of the normal umbrella of the Flow Sports operation. And so with that, whenever they catch wind that these streams are going on and everything, they're going to look at the numbers. They're going to start figuring out, you know, oh, who was watching, how many people were watching, who was chatting, how many chatters, you know, were going off. So that's why I need you boys to help me out, scratch my back a little bit, get that chat going, you know, get that chat flowing, you know, ask questions, talk to each other. I'll read all the chats and everything. So that way we get those numbers way up. And so whenever they come crashing in and they try to, you know, say like, what the hell was this? I can just say, that's the Black Ops, baby. That's the way it is, you know? And I can keep bringing you guys some quad boxes. All right. RE said, let's go. What's up, brother? Hicks and Pimento, bro. Where's the 66 kg? I mean, I think they're just kind of cycling through. I saw some while I was setting up the stream. There were some 66 kilo guys going, but I think we just got to wait for them to come back around. Thank you for streaming, of course, bro. Happy to do it. Yeah, these are 88 right now. They might be bumping up soon, but yeah, I mean, it just kind of goes in runs of like, what division's mostly going right now. But also, it's like I think there's 8 mats. We're quad boxing, so we're watching 4. I mean, if you guys are hip to someone sick going up on another mat or anything, let me know. I can flip it over. I can jump around. I'm trying to monitor the other mats to make sure we don't miss anything, but it's a little hard. It's a little hard. I got 38 screens right now, just going all over the place. Just the data's flying. You know what I mean? I got just the weather on for some reason over here. I don't even watch the weather or the news, but I'm just watching the weather. So it's like there's a lot going on my end, dude. I got to lock in. Thank you, Hickson. You're the best. Yeah, Mazatron. You know what I'm talking about. Let's get this man his bonus. So, I appreciate that. Not only are we working to get me a bonus, we're working to get me a structured contract where I have the opportunity to get a bonus. So, just step by step, we're crawling before we're walking. Let's first get it where I have it in my contract that I can get a bonus, and then we'll work on getting a bonus. So that's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you joining in, Mazatron. You are the man. Oh, Hickson, you're competing next weekend in Sao Paulo. we got Hickson in the chat. Just kidding. Hickson Gracie. At 66 kilos. Nice, bro. Good luck out there. Good luck out there. When 66 kilos comes back around, get out your notebook. We'll help you. Me in the chat will help you take notes on all the guys in the division. We can figure out a game plan. We can work together, and build out a game plan for you for next weekend. So we shouldn't raise the bar too high. Yeah, no. Let's set realistic goals. You guys, we gotta set smart goals, right? We gotta set specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely. Might be what that stands for. So let's work on our SMART goals first, and just kind of build from there. We'll kind of snowball it from there. You guys know what I'm talking about. So maybe we'll hit a Tony Robbins seminar or something soon. Maybe we should have a meetup. All right. I might schedule a meetup for me and all the boys in the chat where we meet up at a Tony Robbins seminar, really lock in on just like getting right, setting goals, and eventually working towards that bonus. That's the type of vibe I'm on. You know what I mean, boys? All right, what we got going on? I completely missed the ending of the Majid match. I was making all those stupid jokes. So that's my bad. All the dudes in the chat who don't like when I talk so much are just like celebrating there right now. They're like, freaking idiot, you deserve to miss the match. But like I've said before, you guys can always just mute it, watch it muted. I have no hard feelings on that. I watch most jiu-jitsu with the commentary muted, to be honest. I just like prefer to watch it. And I feel like it kind of influences when people are telling you like their take on what the person's doing. It just kind of like adds a bias a little bit. It adds like, now I'm not just watching something and trying to figure out what's going on, but I'm also watching someone who's watching something explain what's going on. I would rather just watch it muted and then kind of like freaking try to form my own opinion of like, oh shit, okay, he's doing this, he's doing that, So no hard feelings. If you guys want to watch it muted, go ahead. Who do I think will take 66 and 77 kilos? I think for 66, I think Felipe Machado is going to be hard to beat, to be honest. And I didn't watch the first couple hours. I didn't see all the early rounds. So it's like, hopefully he didn't get upset and already beaten. But I got to go back and like catch up on the bracket. But I think Felipe Machado is really going to be really hard to beat. But I also think Kawhi Gabriel is an absolute killer. But I kind of am thinking, I'm leaning Felipe Machado, to be honest, this time. It just feels like maybe it's his time. 77, I got to remember everybody who was in 77. Let me see here. Oh, Robinho is in 77. I think Robinho is like sneaky absolute killer. I got FloGrappling telling me that Paul Ardilla is on mat 8. What the hell are you doing here, FloGrappling? I thought I was FloGrappling. Good call out, though. Thank you. I appreciate that. Whoever that was. Ooh, Paul Ardilla, Jose Jarima. This is actually kind of a sick match, to be honest. Jose Jarima, I think, is underrated dude out of Checkmat. But he's a dog. He's not. He's like he's a younger black belt for sure. But ooh, Paul Ardilla just getting right into his business. Just getting right into risky business. Oh, this one might be over soon. I don't know if Jose can get out of this. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong. All right. Gotcha. We'll tell mom to watch too, but Granny will join next. Yeah. Hey, appreciate that, Ari. Get your mom watching right now for sure, and we'll build up to Granny. You know, we gotta keep that steady climb. We don't want to just spike and then fall off. We gotta hit one of those. Look at Area 7. All right, I'll try. Hey, brother, watching from Argentina. Where my friend Joaquin Burgos, Olympic judoka from Argentina, now a brown belt in PDJ, participating in the trials. Nice, Juancho. Where, what division and everything is he? We'll try to watch him. Is false reap allowed for white belt tournaments at ADCC? I don't really know, to be honest. I don't know. All right, there you go. There's Mat 7, bottom left. Okay, back to who I think is going to win 77. I think Robinho is insanely hard to beat, to be honest. I think Robinho, Alexandre Robinho could be the one who gets it done. I'm just double checking the brackets here. Ernesto Rivera is really good out of Atlanta as well. He could go on a run. Jefferson Pontes, really sick, so maybe him. How long do these dudes training for the trials? Are these hobby dudes? I don't honestly, at trials you're always gonna get a mix of some people who aren't like the highest level grappler, but for the most part, once you get a few rounds in, it's gonna be all pretty sick dudes, to be honest. That's why I was saying earlier, I feel like South American trials, maybe I think probably West Coast trials might still be the best trials if I had to guess, or give my opinion, something like that. But I think Brazil has the lowest floor. I think everyone in the Brazil trials is pretty good to a certain level, just because jiu-jitsu runs so deep into the Brazilian culture. These guys have been training since, these guys have trained since before they were born. They might have trained since before they were conceived. That's just how they roll. Area 7 is bottom left. I would say it's not most are hobbyists. Most are actually pro guys, to be honest. They're just not the most elite pro guys. And once you're 3 matches in, you're gonna be fighting a pretty solid dude. Diego Silva, hey bro, how's it going? Can we stream Arlie Pacheco's fight? Yes, if you give me the information on when it is and what mat. Yeah, I think for sure Kawhi Gabriel could take 66 kilos. I don't know. I'm just kind of leaning Felipe Machado. I just think maybe it's his time. Last year, South American Trials 2 in Sao Paulo. Fabricio Andre didn't do the first trials, then he did the second trials. Absolutely stole the show. Fabricio at South American Trials in 2024 was one of the sickest things I've ever watched. He was just going through a murderer's row of dudes to watch, and then his old teammates from Melky school. And he was just being an absolute killer the whole time. We dropped the dudes to watch in the 66 kilogram division video. Every dude on it, Fabricio beat last year at trials. It was Felipe Machado, Kawhi Gabriel, Josh Flores were the 3 main names of people to watch. Fabricio literally submitted Josh. He submitted Philippe, and then he basically was like on the back breaking Kawhi's arm as time ran out, just screaming and like sticking his tongue out. Just what a guy that Fabricio. What a guy that Fabricio Andre. The sport is so lucky to have Fabricio Andre, to be honest. Just such an incredible, electric dude to watch. Got to be a fan of the Hokage. I don't have Mat 3 up right now. Can you edit that? The quad box, baby. We're quad boxing. Look at this top left. It's just like a freaking inverted triangle. It's pretty sick. Paul Ardilla, sneaky, pretty good wrestler. I feel like people don't talk about how he's a pretty good wrestler, to be honest. You got this little duck under. Some are calling it the Magic City Duck that he hits. That shit's pretty dope. Is there tomorrow? Man. Hey, Prod Belly, thank you for the question. Is there tomorrow? That's a question I ponder from time to time. Is there tomorrow? What is tomorrow? What if tomorrow everything's gone? What if everything's different? So whenever you ask what is tomorrow, it makes me think, more about the present. And how instead of focusing on tomorrow, maybe we should focus on right now. Because, there might not be a promise of tomorrow now that you bring that up. So we got to really lock in and making sure that we're quad boxing the shit out of this trials today. Because who knows what the hell we'll be doing tomorrow. So yeah, why is tomorrow? So we got to lock in because the tournament ends today. There is no second day of trials. It's just one day. So the first trials is just today. And then the second trials will be next Saturday, March 21st. And you boys know I'll be back quad boxing it. And so, yeah. Is there tomorrow? Who gives a shit? We're here right now quad boxing, watching a little freaking jiu-jitsu. That's what I'm talking about, boys. It'll probably end pretty late, maybe like 5 or something, 5, 6. I'm not sure. Not sure the exact time it'll end. No fights tomorrow. My bad. You were asking about the matches. No, there's no matches tomorrow. Can you tell me which mat to look? My autism ADHD eyes can't focus. Bottom right now is the match to watch. Jose Jarima versus Paul Ardilla. What a philosopher. Yeah. Yeah, no, the quad box, bro. And it's like, I'm not the best at focusing, to be honest. I got the classic, like Trey's a little rowdy in the back of the class. Trey won't stop talking, that type. Trey won't quit making jokes. Trey won't quit freaking impressing all the girls. Trey won't quit distracting all the girls with all of his charm and his good looks and his charismatic attitude. Oh, everybody loves Trey. Oh my God, the girls love Trey. So I got that stuff too. So I have a hard time focusing as well. So not always the best to watch. As luchas vão que horas. Hell yeah. They had to bring in the big guns for Paul Ardilla. Got Weird Al out there. Could you pull up Marcelo Fausta or Enzo Graf? Yeah, I'll try to. There's a lot going on my end. So if you guys can give me like the mat numbers when they're going, that's always helpful. But yes, watch bottom right now. X-Jod. Watch bottom right. We got to see how this one ends up. Let's everybody sit quietly and watch while this finishes. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm a little juiced up today, boys. I don't know if you guys can. I don't know if it's coming across. I've been just working like a dog. You know what I mean? We got FloGrappling's crazy this month. We got so many events. So I feel like I've just been either working on making jiu-jitsu videos. I haven't been training enough to be honest, but if I'm not working on jiu-jitsu videos, I'm training, and then I'm playing Arc Raiders, dude. I've been absolutely gooping out of my mind on Arc Raiders. I can't stop. I'm addicted. I'm so addicted. Are any of you guys in the chat playing Arc Raiders right now? I'm absolutely addicted. Just opening a locker and just rolling the dice on what I'm gonna get next. Goop, goop, goop. Reed says goop, goop, goop. Reed wants in on the goop so bad, but he's like dragging his feet a little bit with getting in on the goop. I keep telling him, just buy the game. Buy the game, brother. Let's get in on there. Let's goop it. Son, wake up. Ardilla is up. Oh, Johnny Walker. That's right, Johnny. We quad box him. All right. Paul and Jose are they in overtime? Do you guys know, or is this just freaking? Are they just choosing to wrestle like this? I feel like it's got to be overtime, right? Graph Mat 3 and Marcelo Mat 5. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let's Whoa! You guys see that dude top left? He's trying to like deadlift him. All right, I'm gonna use this little break in the action to kind of switch some of these up. Oh, Kawhi Gabriel, Mat 3. And we're switching in this one to Mat 5 to appease people watching. Anderson Silva is on Mat 7? What? I had no idea he was doing this one. Anderson Silva? Whoa. Whoa. All right, so if you're not sure where to focus, let's focus bottom matches here and just switch between each so that you get the sensation of watching both but actually seeing none of them. Oh shit, Jose Jarima just looks like he just took down Paul off camera. Pedro Lucas. Look at this stout-ass boy top right. That boy built like a tree trunk. This dude, no one is going to be able to move that guy. We got to get this guy's name. This might be the guy I'm rooting for now. I want this guy to win, I assume, plus 99? Time. All right, now they gotta go hold counsel at the judges' table to figure out who won that. What's up, B-Mac? Welcome to the chat, bro. Thanks for joining in. We've been watching PGF. Don't you worry, B-Mac. We've been watching PGF. It's been sick so far. Jet Thompson. B-Mac, let me ask you about Jet Thompson. This kid is incredible. You know, I think Jet Thompson is going to steal this whole season, you know, and maybe he'll take some losses along the way. I don't think that ultimately, you know, defines a grappler. I think jiu-jitsu, you can take losses, especially whenever you're put through like the gauntlet like PGF is, you know, where these dudes are just grinding week in, week out, crazy matches coming back, you know, and then eventually, as far as I know, right, you guys are still doing it where then it goes into a bracket. Let me know if I'm wrong. But man, oh man, Jet Thompson, dude, that dude's been fun to watch. Reed Connell said Elijah Carlton is the real deal. Yeah, air gel, dude. But also, B-Mac, while I got you here, B-Mac, you know, I know you saw the chat in there. PGF, more sunglasses in the crowd worn by spectators than 10x the next most sunglasses crowd, you know? Oh, Jet's in second after week 2, barring in number 1. All right, there we go. I'm putting my money on Jet Thompson. I think he's going to keep it rolling. I think, like, I just like watching him, too. Okay, top hit the playoffs April 8th. All right, sick. Yeah, good stuff over there, B-Mac. You know, it's always dope watching. You guys got a cool thing going. And the amount of people you can bring in and get them to wear sunglasses, are you guys passing them out at the door? Is that what's going on here? Or is it a bring your own BYOS, bring your own sunglasses situation? Because I'm watching at home. I got my monitor jacked up to 10,000 because I got the extra dark polarized. And I'm missing a lot. I'm missing a lot of the action. I'll be honest with you. Can't see all of it, but it's worth it because I feel cool as hell, baby. All right, let's lock back in. It's the move for sure. It's just everyone is so styly on the edges of the PGF mat. Let's see. Was our boy? Did he pop off or did they just make him leave? Oh, they made him leave. Damn. Oh, you gotta go. You gotta go back to BYOS, B-Mac. All right, here we go. Now our boy's out there. Ramon Ribeiro. Bruno Martins wants to watch Anderson Silva. I want to watch Anderson Silva too. We got Gabriel Broge bottom right against Wallace and Philippe. That's a pretty sick match, actually. What matter you guys want? You're wanting this one? This better be the spider. What? That doesn't look like Anderson Silva. Can you put Subway Surfer so I can lock in? Dude, I got you, bro. I'm going to have the Subways. I'm just going to turn this down here, like below me. This is going to be, or right here, below me. This all is going to be filled in with just Subway Surfer going here soon. I'll get the stream updated. We'll lock in. We'll lock in with that Subway Surfer. So then we'll just guarantee that none of us see any of the jiu-jitsu that happens. This is like whenever you go over to like your friend's house. This is the community we're building here, boys. This is whenever you go over to like your buddy's house and there's like a group of like 5 of your really close friends and you're like all gonna watch some sporting event and then you end up just getting into bits and just like talking shit, joking around, and then you kind of realize at a certain point like, oh shit, I'm not even sure like what actually happened in the game, you know? That's what we're doing here. Unless we get some scrappy poos. If there's a scrappy poo alert, you boys let me know. You sound off, and we'll freaking lock in. Gabriel Broge. Amazing. You're welcome, Bruno. I think Gabriel Broge could go on a run here as well. He has a good chance of making it pretty far. He is a beast. Buddy's house, you mean the dojo, right? I didn't say church, did I? If I said I was going to church, I might be talking about the dojo. Shit. I don't actually have any buddies. I just kind of assumed that's what people did. I was kidding. I'm addicted to the game. I'm married to the game, but I'm dating the money. I'm cheating on the game with the money. Don't get it twisted. What we got here? Kawhi Gabriel kind of throwing the leg over, or oh, he's in on the legs. Ooh. Guy slips his little foot out of there. All right, how's our boy doing top right, Ramon Ribeiro? Plinio Chagas is our friend and teacher, a great person. Well, you'll love to hear it. Is he the guy on top or bottom right now? Only things we got on ring finger is tape. That's 100% right, X-Jod. 100% right. And it's like, you know, like I got a girlfriend, so it's not about that. Like I could have a couple if I felt like it, but it's like she lives in Canada. It's like colder, and so it's like you don't really know her. She goes to a different school, but like I could be married if I wanted to. I don't even care, dude. Just married to the game. Gabriel Broge winning is not a bad bet. I'm kind of into that. Ooh, yeah. Is Batista up? Hold on. Here's what we got. I'm going to the 5th monitor to check some stuff. I have an ungodly amount of monitors. I'm just kidding. I have 3, but it's funny to keep saying I have more and more. What's up, Nico? We're seeing 7, 5, 3, and 8. Is Batista upright? Oh, okay. We're switching mat 7 to mat 1. Batista is coming out. All right. Good call out. That's what I'm talking about. Who said don't forget about Batista? Mireles? Mireles? We're going Mireles. Mireles, that's exactly what I need from the chat right there. That is big ups, my man, for giving me the Gustavo Batista warning. That's what I'm talking about. Mat 6? Who the hell is on Mat 6 and why would I watch it? Make your case right now, Joao Victor, and maybe I will. Mine's running low battery. Can't focus even one window, and now there's 4 mats, 1 face cam, 1 chat. Dude, I'm just going to start putting so much shit on the screen. So you just don't even, like, it might just overload you. Is Lucas Conto up? All right. Mat 6. I agree with this stranger. For you guys want to watch Edgar Lopez dos Santos? Mat 6 is empty right now. Just checking in. What's up, Chris Top? What's up, my boy? Welcome to the chat. Just checking in. Got to just check in. We hit when Adam was in town for a seminar. He was staying with me, and we got one of the dudes we trained with, Ray. If you guys listen to the podcast or anything, we talk about Ray quite a bit. And we got Ray with the just checking in from Adam. Adam just texted him randomly and was like, "Hey, this is Adam. How are you, Ray?" And Ray was like, "Oh, I'm good. How are you? Are you enjoying Texas?" And then Adam just hit him with the, "Glad to hear you're good. Just checking in." And then Ray sent him like another text, like asking him if he needed something or whatever. And just Adam never texted him back. Great bit, the just checking in with Adam Wardzinski. We got to keep running it. We should start filming us doing it. It's pretty funny. Oh yeah, this is gonna be, the quad backs is gonna be loaded with all kinds of like stream elements, just like follow buttons, a nuke, you know, anytime someone leaves a comment, I don't know, just anything. I'm gonna have like sponsor deals everywhere for brands that I made up. It's gonna be absolutely nuts. Oh no, our boy got hurt top right. That's not good. That's not what you want to see. This dude bottom left claims to, or thinks he beat Kawhi. Oh, he did. Bernardo Albuquerque. Wow. That's pretty crazy. That's kind of insane. So there goes Kawhi. So now I got to go with Felipe Machado for who I think is going to win 66. You guys didn't know I can mute it just like that, did you? We got Yatan Bueno up as well. You guys want to watch Yatan Bueno? Area 8, por favor. Area 8 is the bottom right. Isso. Isso Aria Ocho. Oito. Lucas Canto? Question mark, question mark. I think he's pretty cool. I don't see him up right now, so he might be up later. Por donde pasan las peleas? Por donde? Por donde? For where is something? The PGF, the Weird Al ref's name is Heath. His Instagram is like Heath the referee or something. We went to see the Chileans on Mat 6. All right, I'm into that. You guys convinced me. I just needed a reason. I was looking for a reason. I would love to see Chileans on Mat 6. That sounds awesome. Kanto and Mat 3. Mat 3 is bottom left right here. Yup, no problem, Johnny. You didn't know I had info like that just on deck, huh? You just asked me a referee's name, and I just got it for you, and his Instagram. Point out the Chileans to me. Which one is the Chilean? I want to cheer for the Chileans. I like the Chileans and I like the Peruvians. I remember 2024 South American Trials. The Peruvians like kind of won me over, to be honest. By the end of it, I was like, bro, I might be my roommate, my senior year of college, and then kind of like, you know, first year out of college was Peruvian. He was from a very small place outside Lima, I believe, or maybe outside of Cusco. But Peru looks incredible. I want to go to Peru. We're looking at Mat 3. It's bottom left. Greetings from Chile. Welcome, brother. Welcome, Ovisania. Julian Sanchez said, Vamos, Santi. Vamos. Vamos lá. E nós cachorrada. Vamos lá. Yatam Bueno cannon. Yeah, we can get Yatam Bueno up. Ooh, Santi. You guys are cheering for Santi? There we go. Now we have Lucas Canto up on Mat 3, bottom left. These boys handshaking. They're really getting after that handshake, those referees. Bros win. Did he actually win? I missed it. Lucas Canto is kind of sick. I believe he's Argentinian. Correct me if I'm wrong. Argentinian dude. I remember I first met him in 2021 at Legion on a Road to Worlds trip. He was there as a purple belt, and he was just like there visiting, doing like a final Worlds camp in the gi. He's a pretty cool kid. Edwin Garcia said, come down to Peru anytime. All right, I might have to do it. What? Oh, Gustavo Batista had the Kimura, but not a bad little leg entanglement there. It seemed like Batista was pretty dominant that whole match, though. He's probably gonna get the win, right? All right, we got a Luta Livre guy, bottom right. We got a dude rocking a belt, right? Is he? Yep, got his belt on. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comments. Is wearing your belt during no-gi the worst part of jiu-jitsu? Or is it kind of sick? Everybody make their case. I'll be the judge. Whoever makes the best argument in the chat, by the end of it, I will adopt their opinion entirely, and I will pass it along as though it's my own. So go ahead, start firing off. Reed wants to know which country has better jiu-jitsu, Peru or Chile. Yeah, actually, the Peruvians and the Chileans. Let's get it going right now. Make your case as well for not just the belt thing, but also which country has the better jiu-jitsu. I'm not gonna lie, my first instinct is a slight, like if this is the meter, is slight lean
towards Peru, just because of all the Peruvians at 2024 South American Trials. Also the Peruvian necktie. Mika Galvao has it, so we accept, but Mika Galvao only, so we disagree. All right? Mika doing it is rad, not sure about me. Yeah. I just think wearing the belt, like next time you go to a Nogi Open mat, go ahead and wear your belt. And if anyone asks you, like, why you're doing that, just be like, oh, I'm a luta livre guy. And it's kind of sick. It's kind of sick if you just say, like, oh, I'm a luta livre guy. Why? You're not? Okay, no worries. I am, though, so I'm a luta livre guy. Just say that. Kind of dope. Oh, and let's go back and watch Bone Bone here. Oh, you got a quick sub. This guy pull or did he? Oh, Uchimara. And Bone Bone just passing. Argentina pretty sick too. Rafael Batista has some choice words for Mika Galvao's use of the belt. Oh man, Bone he did him dirty, dude. Oh man, he could have just finished the Kimura. He didn't need to go He didn't need to get wristy business with it. You know what I mean? What's Bone doing? I might have to talk to him. We got Roosevelt up. So Roosevelt is up alert on mat 7. Bringo. Oh my God! Now we gotta watch this ad. Nobody watch this ad. I'm getting a scuff controller ad right now, a targeted ad because I've been playing so much Arc Raiders and I was googling controllers. Yeah, wearing the white belt during rolling to just, just in case you accidentally do something sick and people are like, wait, is he a white belt? That's a good idea. So then there will be no question. It's like, oh, no, he sucks. That's smart. I think the Roosevelt sub happened off screen. I'm checking the archives. It looks like it was a heel hook, but I can't tell for sure. That's a bummer. We missed it. Will we get Mat 2? What's going on Mat 2 that's so cool? That's a good point. Reed's making a lot of good points today. We got to give it up to Reed for making all of his good points today. You never know. Once Reed gets going, he's going to make a good point, a bad point, you never know for sure. And he's making some good points. Respect when a Nogi guy knows how to tie a belt. That is true. It's just a little weird. Like, even if you are a Nogi guy, like, I don't know, at least aren't you, like, even if you never wear a gi, I feel like at some point in time, isn't it now just like innate, like you know how to tie a belt? It's kind of like the vibe. I can't remember a time when I didn't know how to tie a belt, Like I think I was born. I think I was born with it. Might have been born with it, knowing how to tie the belt, to be honest. I'm not saying I was born good at jiu-jitsu or with any sort of like, thing that helps me at all in the act of jiu-jitsu, but I might have been born knowing how to tie a belt. And honestly, I got to dive into that more with ChatGPT and get to the bottom of what that means. So I'll be locking in later. And I'll figure out what that means. The only valid reason to use a belt in no-gi is if I'm wearing loose shorts. I'm not going to lie. That's kind of a funny joke. Good attempt at a joke. But if you're rocking shorts so loose that you need an actual belt to tighten them and then trying to grapple with me, go home and change. That would be so weird. Like, get some shorts that fit, bro. Imagine a dude doing that and just like his shorts are falling off while he's grappling and he has to go get a leather belt. That would be pretty weird. So maybe, I don't know. I think maybe just tying a freaking jiu-jitsu belt around your waist while wearing properly fitting clothes might be less weird. But that's just my opinion. I don't know everything. I don't make the rules. Yeah, watching you guys tie the belt is funny. It is also, it's a funny thing how it's like you forget what it was like at a certain point. Like it just becomes so second nature to tie your belt that it's kind of like, you're like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. It's like really hard to tie your belt whenever you first start doing jiu-jitsu. It's like the first battle you have to win. We're not even watching Matt too. That's fair, Raphael. If that's strategy, brother. Here we go. We're about to get some Yatan Bueno action. That'd be sick if Armand just popped up. But I don't know if he'd be at South American Trials. Is Pantoja one of the Melky kids? I do not know who Brigania fights next. To be honest, I haven't. Actually, I can figure out real quick. Let me cook. Let me cook for a second. Paul Ardilla has Gabriel Broge. That's pretty nuts. And then Gustavo Batista has the winner of Pedro Pajera and Vitor Pantoja del Oliveira. Those dudes look small. They don't look like 88 guys. Maybe it's just like a weird angle or something, or wide camera, but they don't look that big. Oh shit! You guys see that bottom left? Dude tried to spin out. Guy freaking rolled with him, took the back of it. Lucas, a little peek out. This is a scrappy pool alert, bottom left. Oh shit! I mean, I don't know how I feel about I think things started going a little too far with people competing off the mats. To be honest, I think we went too far and there needed to be a correction. But now, if you can see, he's the referee is not stopping the action, but he's putting his hands on them to make them not go out. But it's that interferes with what's happening. He just literally tried to throw Lucas like a rear body lock throw. Almost I don't know what exactly that's called when you're rear body lock and you do a lat drop-esque type of thing. But he did that, but the referee was hitting them to stop them from going out of bounds more. And it's Lucas ended up on top. There's a little bit of outside influence in that exchange, right? That doesn't really feel like the best, what we should be doing. That doesn't feel like the answer. I get that we got to figure out something with making guys just not fight on concrete. But I don't know if that's it. That's a little, I don't know. I think it's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine, I guess. I don't like whenever referees touch athletes. So yeah, that's a little weird. But, and I'm not trying to critique him. He's just doing what he's got to do. He's protecting the table, whatever. I'm just saying in general, it's we got to think of a better plan to handle a situation like that. So anyways, what are you guys talking about? You think Wardzinski is actually retired? No, I don't. I think Worlds is going to run around or come around and Adam's going to want a piece of that action. But I don't know. He says he's retired. Have you seen anyone using the Saeed guard or the Acai guard yet? I have not. I've had my eyes peeled for it. I haven't seen it. I've been looking near and far, high and low. Been looking out yonder, and I've yet to see the Saeed or Acai guard. All right, but what I was saying about Gustavo Batista, if he'll have whoever won that last one with that Melky kid and Pedro Pereira, but then if he wins, he has the winner of Gabriel Broge and Paul Ardilla. So let's just say these rounds are gonna start heating up a little bit. Things are getting spicy in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. You boys ever had your toes in the sand at Ipanema with the water crashing on the beach looking out over the Sugarloaf Mountain? You boys ever experienced that? You ever made it down to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil? Had your little toes in the sand, a little caipirinha in your hand, looking out over the waves? As the beautiful people of Brazil walk past you near and far, playing their little beach games, and you look out and you see Sugarloaf Mountain. You see the Brothers Mountain just out in the distance, out over yonder, over Copacabana. You boys ever experienced that? It's something special. It's something special, boys. It's something special. Let's all just take a moment here and think about that. Reed, don't interrupt my little Ipanema monologue with the Flava Fave Matt too. No, I'm just kidding. That was a good interruption. He is a friend of the program. Flava Fave, friend of the program. All right, here we go. Went to Colombia. Only thing I walked on was white powder. Bad boy. Go straight to jail. That's okay, Reed. That's okay. I know you've experienced that, Reed. You know what that's like. Tavares has experienced that. Were you watching that, Nico? Oh, you guys were watching Arlie? Which one do you want me to take off? I'm going to take off this top left. Sorry. What mat was it? You guys love Arlie. There you go. I was watching that match. That was rude. My bad. My bad. It's back. Ooh, Fabian gonna get a little leg locky here. Got him. Let's go, Fabian. Yeah, let the boys know. Bottom right is Matt 7. Chiepa, he's Chilean? Okay, I'm cheering for him too. Who's got info on this Enzo graph? Enzo graph, or wait. I guess Enzo graph or Gabriel Andretta Montero. Enzo graph is the one standing right now? Based on the colors, the corner of the color corners, the colors of the based on the corner color, he should be the one on top. Yeah, Gordon said he retired officially. Team Grezio, Eli Braz. Where's Eli Braz at? I want to watch that. I want to watch that boy. 88's getting sick. When we get another Fix My Game. To be honest with you, I'm flying Monday. Me and Big Reed, Big Uncle Reed Connell himself, are flying to Standard Jiu-Jitsu. We're going out to the East Coast to film with DeAndre Corby in lead up to WNO 32. Obviously, Greg Souders and Gavin, that whole crew will be out there. I was thinking maybe trying to do a Fix My Game with DeAndre while we were out there. I don't know how a Fix My Game with DeAndre / Greg would really go. I don't know if it's going to be like, because they're not going to just like, they're obviously not just going to show me a move and ask me to drill it. So I don't know if it's like, you know, we do a round, then maybe Greg creates a CLA game for us to play based on like where he saw a hole in my game, you know? And he like says like, okay, so I noticed you were doing this and this. Here's the CLA game we're going to do so that we can help kind of fix that problem in your game. I don't know if maybe something like that would be the way to do it, but I don't know. Might try to do it with DeAndre. We might get our first CLA ecological Fix My Game. Could be the move. Am I right, boys? Ooh, just big body in him. Just, dude, that's Chiepa just big bodying like that? That Chilean Chepa? Okay, so if Chepa puts him down right here with just this like this body lock, oh shit, Mo in the mix. Mo siding. What up, Mo? Sound the alarms. Mo siding. That's what I'm talking about. If Chepa puts him down here with this just body lock from the front, just bear hug things, this is my petition to officially change the name of that move to the Chilean wood chipper. I think that would be sick. Chepa the Chilean wood chipper. How come at the last Polaris squads, Team WNO was allowed Greg as a coach? I don't think any of the other teams had coaches. Yeah, they were allowed 2 coaches, I believe. I believe each team had 2 coach passes. And I mean, I don't know. It's just like freaking, you know, wheeling and dealing out there. When you're Greg Saunders, you sit in a chair and then you just debate the guy until he decides you get to stay. Simple as that. That's the ecological approach to being allowed in the coach's chair. You got to check out his new instructional. But Team Polaris just had like Ono Flanagan was basically their coach. They had a dude speaking Portuguese as well coaching Mayrim. Salahuddin? I don't know. Let's go, Chiepa, the Chilean wood chipper. Play it out. Play it out. Mo said play it out. Diego Rodriguez, is he rocking a flamingo rash guard? If so, that's kind of sick.
Provides so many with a bigger purpose. You're faced with so many challenges in the sport, including skin.
Francisco Lowe, bottom left. All right, boys. Scrappy poo alert when Francisco Lowe takes the mat. Everybody lock in.
To defend what you have built.
I don't know if Salahuddin's competing in the U.S. This is South American Trials, though, so I don't think he's there. All right. Francisco Lowe and Pedro Vieira off screen. That's not what you want with a scrappy poo. It's not at all what you want. Pantoja versus Bergina soon. Mat 8. All right, we'll keep our eyes peeled. We'll stay frosty. Stay frosty, boys. What the hell? Chiepa and Brandao just go off the mat, and then we get another match just swinging into their mat. Did we just Pinta box there for a second? Am I having a 2-in-1? Francisco Lowe always shows up with some of the gnarliest haircuts, just like a hard line, no fade. That dude doesn't need a taper. That dude doesn't need a fade. That's just put that hard line right there and go out there and hit some flying shit. That's what I like about Francisco. Sorry, I'm a little sleepy. The Chilean wood chipper. Francisco on the back. Got the body triangle locked in here. Is he going to finish Ruotolotine here? Keep the arm in? He sure is. Ruotolotine, one of the sickest submissions right now. I love the Ruotolotine. The guy who's fighting Arlie only knows how to complain. Is he like brows up? Which one's Arlie and which one's Chiepa? I don't know if the corner colors are correct. All right, Chippa's the one with tattoos. That's what I thought. Shout out Chippa, the Chilean wood chipper. He's the one without the shirt. Okay, all right, that clears things up. I might take my shirt off to watch trials. Is that the vibe? Should I just watch trials shirtless? What do you boys think? Oh, Arlie gets the win. Ends the Chilean wood chippers day. I got a feeling we're going to see him back at the second trials next week. We'll be watching. He gives him the thumbs down. He doesn't like it. Oh, no, he's giving the no, don't boo, don't boo. No. Is he, or is he protesting? Is he protesting the match? Que isso, porra? Do caralho, porra. Que isso, juiz? Que isso, juiz? But in the Julius fight, which mat? No. This Otan Jasi guy, he looks like an absolute dog. He looks big as hell. South American Terminator. Osa. Shout out Alex Moss. He's watching. He just texted me. He's a designer at Flow. Moss, get in the chat. Get firing up in the chat. I've been gooping with Moss in Arc Raiders. We got done dirty last night. We were getting absolutely dogged. We're fighting the matriarch, freaking getting third parties. Dudes just turn on us with equalizers. It was a tough scene. It was a tough scene, dude. You want to hear the argument? Nah. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear what those guys have to say. They're saying too many bad words for the stream. They're saying too many bad words, and I won't be able to vet it because I don't speak the language. Mat 8. What's going on Mat 8? It better be cool. If I check Mat 8, it better be cool.
Jardel de Oliveira and Emiliano. Is that actually sick? Next one is Chilean too. Carlos Romero. Okay. Marcelo Fausta. Ooh, we got Felipe Trovo, mat 4. Let's go. What is this? This is mat 2. Let's switch this to mat 4 because I want to see Felipe Trovo. I'll cheer for the Chileans. I'm all in on cheering for Chileans and Peruvians, to be honest. In my ideal world, we would see a Chilean versus Peruvian final. Yeah, Jefferson Pontes is a beast. Jefferson Pontes is a beast for sure. I'm not going to lie. This Chilean has his work cut out for him if he's fighting Jefferson. So we'll see how this one goes. I like Jefferson too. Paul Ardilla, Gabriel Broach coming up on mat 7. All right, should be down here. You have to learn our song for cheering. Send me something so I can learn it. Sound is glitched? Which sound? My audio or the Matt audio? Because the Matt audio hasn't been coming in great, to be honest. Chi 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 Chile, le le, viva Chile. Chi 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 Chile, le le, viva Chile. Chi 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 le le, Chile, ville de Chile. Chi 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 le, viva Chile. Viva Chile. Chile, 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 Chile. How was that? There we go. You're trolling? You're trolling about the... oh, that's Ollie. We got Ollie. Oh, sound in Spanish. Why is the chat in Spanish? Oh, he got me, dude. And it's even his full name. I didn't recognize the full Oliver Stone. Oh, he got me, dude. I got trolled? Dang. It was fine all along? Dang. Guillermo says, thanks for the live. No problem, brother. That was terrible. What was terrible? Felipe Trovo? How did Felipe Trovo just finish there? Vamos, Argentina. Oh, you're saying my Chile song was terrible? I thought it was pretty good. All right, good job, Trovo. Dude, now Ollie's texting me talking about how good he got me with that troll. I just got owned. This is embarrassing. I might shut it down. I might just have to shut it down. All right. So this is map 4. What we got? Let's go. Where's Batista coming up? Oops. Clicking the wrong shit. Song was fire. There we go. Now we're talking. Who's better at Arc Raiders? Well, last night, me and Ollie ran a duos after we were getting mopped up in trios. And, you know, sometimes I'm the last guy into the fight. I'll admit that, you know? And Ollie had 2 dudes roll up on him, started dummying him. I hit around a corner. Ollie got knocked, and that's on me. That's, you know, I got some work to do with helping my teammates out early. And then I 2v1. I hit the 2v1, dropped those boys, started talking mad shit in Proc's chat. They were like, you're trash anyways, dude. I said, yeah, I'm trash, dude, but you just lost to me, so imagine how bad you suck.
Just a classic chirp right there. Downed them both, gooped them up, and then I got out of there. I'd say we're all pretty even, though. We got an even squad going. Yeah, big L's in trios last night, Moss. I'm not seeing it on Mat 8 yet. I'm watching Mat 8 on my other screen, and it's Hobson Ferreira and Joao Freitas. Maybe he's up next. I got my eye on it, boys. Don't worry. What's going on up here, Mat 4? I'll just put this Mat 8. Is Moss better at jiu-jitsu or Arc Raiders? Oh my god, dude. That's like asking like who's the tallest guy at a short guy convention. It's hard to say. Gotcha, Moss. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I've never trained with Moss. Could be an absolute dog. I've never trained with Moss. He's scared to come to Paragon, put the gi on and scrap it out like a man. Moss is early in his Arc Raiders journey, though. He's still trying to get it figured out. I think he's tainted his algorithm where he's getting some pretty aggressive lobbies as well. So, we just get into firefights every time. There's no echo, dude. Don't try that, Ollie. Don't try the echo trick. Fix the echo. This dude, Ollie, we were playing... last thing about Arc Raiders, and I'll get back in on the jiu-jitsu. This dude complained that my mic was terrible every time I play with him. So I upgraded my mic, got top of the line, and now it should be crispy as hell. Mat 1. Who's on Mat 1? Nobody's on Mat 1. I'm checking Mat 1. You got to tell me who's on it, too. You can't just spam Mat 1. You got to let me know who's in the mix, Mat 1's currently empty, but I got my peepers on it. I'm staying frosty for Mat 1. Ollie's dropping Mat 1. Ollie, are we super duper for real right now? Are we serious? Are we super duper serious right now, Ollie, with the Mat 1? I'm about to go full screen Mat 1 on an empty mat. All right, we got Josh Flores on Mat 5. I'm switching this to Mat 5 to watch Josh Flores. Sumo Rolando a Vier Ali. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sumo Rolando a Vier Ali. Ollie wants to be a mod. You can't be trusted being a mod, bro. You're here to troll. I got a long list of alley cats in the Alley Cats Anonymous who have been finger snapping in back alleys with me, but long before you ever joined into this chat. And that's a long list of guys waiting to be mods, I might throw one out for MacFab10P. I might throw one out for Diego Silva. I might throw one out for Metagamer if he shows his face again. He's been laying low recently, but I got a long list of guys who are in line for modship, who've just been doing the right thing, All right, here we go. Bottom left, Josh Flores, Diego Ortiz. This is a scrappy poo alert, boys. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Both matches on the bottom are pretty high stakes match. Gabriel Broge, Paul Ardilla, Josh Flores, Diego Ortiz. And then we have our Chilean boy, Carlos Jimero versus Jefferson Pontes. Oh, shit. Bro, please let us see Antonella Macero. She's a Uruguayan black belt fighting in 5 minutes. I'm on that. I've been waiting for a Uruguayan to watch. We'll be watching that one. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Are we going to pretend we all didn't see his ass? Where? Which mat? Which mat did we see his ass? Which one? Please let me know right now. What? Give me a timestamp. Please. Please send it. Please. Please. We got... What do we got? We got 6, 8, 5, and 7. 4 is empty. You guys are calling for 3 a little bit. The Chilean crucifix. Carlos Romero on the back here, winning the hand fight. Oh, he's throwing up the shaka though. Jefferson's throwing up the shaka. He's letting him know it's all good. It's all good. Don't stress it. Top right, ass siding. I'm not going to rewind for it. I'm going to wait and do that off stream. Do you guys want me to switch to Mat 3 for Andrea Farias or Mat 4 for Lucas Gilberto Franco Diaz? Oh, but we also got... Wait a second. How did this one end? He tapped. Okay, Josh tapped him. Or no. Diego Ortiz tapped him? Oh, Diego Ortiz just tapped Josh Flores. Wow. All right. So Kawhi Gabriel and Josh Flores both been taken out of this bracket already. Fabian Ramirez still in it, and as far as I know, Felipe Machado still in it. Ernesto Rivera should be coming up next on Mat 5, bottom left. Yeah, Gabriel Broge is an absolute dog. I don't think he gets enough credit. He's a pretty newer black belt, trains under Felipe Preguiça. But yes, he's an absolute dog. You guys want me to switch this Hobson Ferreira match? There you go. There's Andre Farias. All right, let's see Ernesto down here. Yeah, Kawhi Gabriel lost. Mat 5 is up. Marcelo Fausto versus Ernesto Rivera. Have we Mac? What's up, MacTube? Welcome in, brother. I was just talking about somebody was trying to call for modship. I was saying, bro, get in line. Like, I got a long list of alley cats waiting for that spot. And MacTube, your name came up, brother. You keep playing your cards right. You keep doing the right thing in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And we might see promotions around here. Are we going to watch the Sao Paulo trials next week? You can believe it. We're going to watch it. Please put Cassia Mora #1 pound for pound women's grappler. She earned it after beating Fionn. Got to talk to old Joey Ranks on that one. Gabriel Broge getting the win over Paul Ardilla. He advances. He is going to fight. If Gustavo Batista wins his next round, he'll have Gustavo Batista. But Batista's got to win it first. Ollie said we don't have to bring that up again. Well, MacTube's in the chat now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties on match 7? I got to get Brazil on the horn. Tell him to fix this pronto. All right, we're back. That's how quickly I can fix it.
I'm a homeowner. No down payment required.
Put Franco Diaz and Lucas Galberto up there. We don't currently have Mat 8 up. We just switched it. It was bottom right. What's going on down here, Mat 4? Is Mat 4, is this just glitched for me or... Mat 4 might be glitched, boys. I don't see Enrico Said yet on here. Yeah, there we go. Technical difficulties. I mean, Paul Ardilla is like, he definitely has a bid for being one of the best trials competitors of all time. Like, dude has won so many trials. He's done it so dominantly. Obviously, we just saw him take a loss there, but still, you know. Yeah, we got our peepers peeled for Enrico Said though, because yeah, for sure I want to watch Enrico Said. Oh shit! You guys see that? That was crazy. Two big boys just came crashing down into Ernesto and Marcelo. That was nuts. What the hell? What the hell? Somebody check on Ernesto. Let's get a Brazilian doctor out there in like a lab coat to make sure he's all right. What are you saying no need for, Smokeса? What are you talking about? Did Carlos Romero win this one? Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Ooh, it was Jefferson. Damn. Do I know who Kawhi Gabriel lost to? He lost to Bernardo Albuquerque. I don't actually know Bernardo Albuquerque that well, but yeah, I think that's the name of the guy he lost to. Nico says, this is #1 bullshit. Don't worry, Morales. For Mate Pantoja versus Batista, I got my peepers peeled and I'm staying frosty. I got on my 15th monitor. I'm watching Mate to see when those guys take the match. But right now it's still Hobson Ferreira versus Joao Pedro Freitas, and it's not a very good match, so I don't want to show it. Definitely, we're going to see some surprises today. Hickson, I mean, Josh Flores also lost. So Kawhi and Josh both lost. Like, MacTube says, I have the perfect replacement for Gordon in the super fight against Kainan Ruslan Abdullayev. I think it would be sick for Ruslan. I just want to, like, all right, so here's my take on that. I don't know if Ruslan should be the super fight. You know? I don't know if Ruslan should be the super fight. I think he should be in the plus 99 kilogram bracket. That's what I would like to see Ruslan do. I just don't think he should get to like I know he has some wins over these guys, but I just don't think he should jump the line and go to the super fight, you know? I think, but I do want to see him at ADCC. Maybe just give him an invite for plus 99. Like, that would be kind of sick. Mix that one up. Get some fresh faces in there. Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye out for Felipe Machado today. For sure trying to watch his matches. Let me check that 66 kilo bracket. Make sure there hasn't been any other, you know, oopsie poopsies out there. Marcelo Fausto with the win here. Ernesto's not too happy about it, but why would he be? Yeah, we'll get Diego Ortiz versus Felipe Machado in the 66 bracket next. Also still in the bracket, Fabian Ramirez versus Daniel Amarin. Lucas Conto versus David Santos. Bernardo Albuquerque versus Santino Cataldo. I think that should be it. Yeah, little oopsie poopsies. Machado did not get subbed already. Kawhi got subbed. Or not subbed, maybe he just lost the decision. We got Paganini going down bottom right here. Paganini's a dog. Yeah, still no Gustavo Batista. I don't see Pedro Machado or Felipe Machado up either. Joao Assis versus Rafael Paganini. That should be a good one. All right. Whoever in the chat was asking for that Uruguayan female, give me an update on that. Mat 8 right now is Pedro Lucas versus William Viana. I don't know where you guys are getting your information. Açaí porra. Antonella Massaro. Okay, she's up right now on map 4. Let's switch map 5 to map 4 to watch the Uruguayan. All right, boys. Let's band together as a chat and cheer for this Uruguayan grappler, Antonella Massaro. Let's get it going in the chat. Let's get dubs in the chat for Antonella Massaro. Everybody fire it off. We got to get behind her. She is getting the bid from the Alley Cats Anonymous as the athlete we are rooting for. Shout out Uruguay. Haven't quite figured out which one she is yet. I believe she's in the black rash guard. Yes, she should be in the black rash guard. That's sick, Jay Rogers. You train with Ernesto and the Ardilla brothers. Those dudes are pretty cool. Cool group of guys in Atlanta holding it down. Yep, W. Antonella. You got it, Victor. I'm shocked they haven't invited Mateusz Szczynski yet, considering it's in Poland, but they got wrong Mateusz putting in Gamrot. I mean, there's more invites to come. We'll see how it plays out. I think Mateusz Gamrot, they just wanted to drop like a dope Polish OG type of guy, you know, get the people going, get them talking. Don't change Eduardo Sarajevo. He's sick. All right. Oh, look at these. Oh, I already like it. I looked at it for 1 second. Immediately, guy on bottom's giving him the no, you come to me. Guy on top's giving him the no, you come to me. That's sick. Now we're locked in. Yeah, the finals will be today. It's just a one-day event. Cletterly Goncalves, Team Crezio. You're really pushing Team Crezio. Shout out Team Crezio. Pipo Chiapi already fought. Yeah, he lost. You're talking about Chiapi, the Chilean wood chipper? Yeah, he lost. He didn't go down without a fight, though. It's kind of refreshing seeing a bunch of fights not immediately go to leg locks. Yeah, true. I don't mind the leg locks always. Sometimes I think the leg locks get a bad rap. Like, there's cool shit going on with leg locks too, but yeah, you're right. It's cool. It's cool to see a diverse application of technique throughout the entire. Oh, dude, Antonella just hit her with a surfboard, dude. That's why we cheer for Antonella. That's what I'm talking about. Into the arm bar. Break it, break it, break it. Break it, Antonella. You got it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Maybe switch to a shoulder senkaku if you need to. Oh, let's go. Big dubs for Antonella. Big dubs in the chat for Antonella with the dub there. The first alley cat backed athlete of the event, and she gets to the dub. That's the power of the Alley Cats Anonymous. When we're finger snapping down a dark alley and we decide to give an athlete our full support, they get wins. Simple as that. We're influencing not just the result of the match, the result of the tournament, but the results of jiu-jitsu history itself. That's the power of the Alley Cats Anonymous. If you come at us, you better come correct. We don't mess around. Once we declare an athlete, we don't mess around. We get wins. Simple as that. Shout out Antonella. Shout out Uruguay. And shout out Chile while I'm at it. Chile, lele, Chile, viva Chile. You know that? You boys know what I'm talking about. You boys know what I'm talking about, dude. We're 1-0 here at the Alley Cats Anonymous for backed athletes. That's what's up. If you boys got an athlete you think we should back, you boys let me know, all right? I'll do the intelligence. I'll do some background intelligence on my 15th and 16th monitor. We'll get down to the bottom of it. We'll decide if we back them. If we back them, they win. Simple as that. And if they don't, we know they're going to be back next time. We know they're going to be back next time. And next time, things are going to be different. And that's what I'm talking about, everybody. Antonella fights Julia Boscher now. That's kind of sick. Julia Boscher, pretty sick athlete as well. I'm not going to lie. She very well could be an athlete the Alley Cats Anonymous back. So this is a little bit of, two friends of the program type of match, but it's pretty sick. We got 2 technical difficulty screens going on. Do I need to get Brazil on the horn right now and get this fixed? We can't have a quad box with a 50% technical difficulty screen going, boys. But I know the boys at Flow will get it fixed soon enough. That was better saying than before? Okay, sick. All right, I'm improving. And that's what the Alley Cats Anonymous is about. It's not about being at the tippity top. It's about always working towards the tippity top, always pursuing the tippity top. Because even when we're at the tippity top, we're only halfway there. We've only just begun. When we're all the way at the tippity top of the sport, of the stream, of the matches, anything in life, when we're at the tippity top, we're only halfway there, brother, because our potential is limitless. And that's what it's all about. It's about getting better as we go. And I just, you guys saw the improvement in the song already. Who knows? Who knows what we're going to improve next? You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about RGB everything, probably. That's the next improvement. Gonna have so much RGB, you guys are you're gonna call me RGB. Majid's up now? All right, let's log back in. That was our monologue segment of the stream where I just talk about nothing for a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let's see here. We got Fabian Matt 3. I'm going to switch this match. This match has been going on for too long, and it's not that cool. I'm going to switch that to Fabian. Oof. Ooh. Ooh. This says it's Felipe Machado. I got to go. What's going on here? We're having some issues. I'm getting lost in the quad box, boys. I'm getting lost in the quad box. Give me a second. It should be Felipe Machado coming up. I think this is map 4, so he should be coming up right here. Whoa, get out of the camera. Antonio Ramiro, get out of the camera. Did you guys see that? That was crazy. That was insane. We almost got taken out. We literally almost got taken out by those dudes. These big boys. What's going on? Okay. There we go. It's loading in now. Felipe Machado, Diego Ortiz should be coming out here soon. I saw you guys say Roosevelt, but I don't see him on my... Okay, Majid's mat 7. Felipe Machado with the platinum blonde? Listen, I've always said, Felipe Machado, he's the Peter Pan of jiu-jitsu. Something about him. He's got this Peter Pan energy about him, and I like it. I mean that in the best way. And that hair might help, you know? He's got the pink and green kit. Felipe Machado is looking dangerous, and he's looking good while doing it. Falls back into the leg. Little honey hole entry for you 10 peers. Diego Ortiz, a little game, though, yeah? He's game. He knows what he's doing. We got to get Majid up here. I'm switching to the Majid mat top left. Was this Mateus Nascimento versus Majid? All right, here we go. This is a good quad box. I don't know much about Ramiro and Antonio, but you guys are saying it's super hot fire. We got Fabian versus Daniel Amorim top right. We got Majid Hage versus Mateus Nascimento top left. Felipe Machado passing the guard bottom left. This is what I'm talking about. This is a quad box. Now we're cruising. Majid switched t-shirts for this one. He did the old t-shirt switch. Oh, little cheeky guard pull. Oh, little sneaky guard pull, huh? Try to trick Majid. You can't trick a trickster. Yeah, we gotta lock in. That's my bad. Phone's away. Let's lock in. All right. All right, I'll switch Ramiro's mat to mat 2 to watch Lucas Canto next. Ramiro Leon trains at Kingsway, black belt from Spain. Viva Spain. Yeah, I'll put him up next. Can you put mat 8? It's Maria Clara versus Waleska Souza. Maybe here in a second. We're kind of locked in with these 4 right now. Ooh, Eli Braz is finally up on mat 5. All right, I'm sorry to do this to the Ramiro fans. Seems like he's just going to continue kind of in this mount back fixed face cam. But that's just how I look. Ha ha. Sheesh. Wait. You guys made me stop locking in. Daniel Amarin gets it done. All right. This is going to mat 5. For Eli Braz. Did Felipe Machado just lose? Dude, this is insane. 66 is nuts. We're about to see a fresh face in 66 kilos. Wow. Shout out Diego Ortiz. I mean, congratulations to him. Appreciate that, Nogi Nick. Appreciate that. You call me a pretty guy and all. I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that after all he was trying to be mean about face cam. I appreciate that. My guy. I knew I could trust you. That's pretty crazy. So Felipe Machado is out, man. Kawhi Gabriel, Josh Flores, Felipe Machado, all eliminated from the bracket, dude. 66. What a crazy division, dude. I made a video. I asked, are we going to see a breakout star of 66 kilos? To be honest, I thought it would probably most likely be Felipe Machado or Kawhi Gabriel, but it looks like we're going next gen even. We're going to the next gen. So that's insane. Diego Ortiz looks really good. All right, Matt too. Jeez. You guys don't have to yell. Lucas Conto's not even up on Matt 2 yet. So now what? Now what? You guys made me click Matt 2 to get Lucas Conto. You guys weren't. He wasn't even there. Now here I am looking stupid. Yeah, 66 is no joke. No joke. We're going to switch this one to... this? Is this one you guys were asking for? That's right. We're going to watch you next weekend, Hickson. My boy. Roosevelt won his last one by submission. I think we're waiting to see him come back around. Joaquin Burgers. Walking Burgers? Where are they going? Sorry, I hit the mic. Let's not stress about the timers too much. Let's not. Everybody don't lock in on the timers. All right, we got Joaquin Burger versus Bone Bone. Underrated classic matches. Sam McNally versus Josh Cisneros and Dorian Oliveras versus Gerbeg. Trust me. That's truth. All right, I'm switching Matt 2 because it's not Lucas Canto yet to Matt 6 for Maria Clara. Someone was asking for that. And then you guys want Bone Bone. Yeah, Roosevelt's match is in it. The submission happens off camera though. But yeah, it should be in this bottom left corner if I remember correctly. How did Majid just win? Points or something? Bro, I hope Majid wins. Maybe I'll just say, I don't know. There's like Gustavo Batista and stuff. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to ever say, like, I hope this guy wins, honestly. But it would be cool if Majid won, to be honest. That would be sick. But we should have top right Gustavo versus Vitor Pantoja, but having some issues. Josh lost via submission. What's up, Jocelyn? Welcome to the chat, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, what kind of passports do you have? I know we saw you at East Coast Trials. We're probably gonna see you at West Coast Trials. Do you have any other passports? Why aren't you at South American Trials? I guess. I know you guys are looking for Lucas Conto on Mat 2. He's not up yet. I'll let you know if he is. All right. Mat 8 might be cooked. I'm sorry, boys. We're switching it to Bone Bone's match. Thanks for hopping in the chat, Jocelyn. It's always a pleasure whenever you join in. Appreciate you supporting us. You know, and we'll support you too. You guys really want Matt too. Really want Matt too. You want Matt 2, you'll get it. We're switching Matt 7 to Matt 2. Let's see. Let's see if Gustavo Batista's Matt is working now. All right, we're back. We're back. Half Puerto Rican. Okay, gotcha. So you're just locked in on South America or North American trials. We gonna see you get a Dubski West Coast trials? How long ago was Roosevelt's match? To be honest, I have no idea how long I've even been streaming. Let's say an hour ago. We've been streaming for like 2 hours. Paul Ardilla lost the last match. Your girls were about to fight? Anna Beatrice and Maria Almeida? Drew, you're the GOAT. Thank you. Appreciate that, Drew. My guy. Couldn't do it without you guys watching. All right. Are we getting Lucas Conto on Mat 2 now? Yes, we are. David Santos versus Lucas Conto. Get them Argentinian flags flying for Lucas Conto in the chat. I got my peepers peeled for Enrico. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. You can bet your bottom dollar we'll be watching Enrico Said soon enough. Don't you worry one little second about that. No problem, Ignacio. Ooh. I've been messing up Pantoja. Is Pantoja? Oh, that's my bad. That is my bad. Shout out Pantoja. Nobody tell him I was messing up his name. Here we go. The Argentinian boy himself, Lucas Canto. The people are clamoring for him. He's got David Santos. It's going to be a tough match either way. Yeah, fire off those flags. Everybody rep your set. Let everybody know what you're repping. Just so you guys know, if you're not seeing it in the quad box, Anna Beatrice is taking the back right now. She has a body triangle from the back. It's a wonderful rash card. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. Anna Beatrice just got the sub. That's some off-stream watching I'm doing. I'm watching, I'm watching the quad box with you guys, and then I got freaking another quad box over here I'm watching. That's eight boxes. That's the Ocho box. This is FloGrappling the Ocho. Bone with the dove. Bone Bone's going to be hard to beat. Got 2, 1, 8, 3 going right now. Yeah, the Super 8. Ooh. Batista and Pantoja taking it off the mats a little bit. I want it back to the belt thing in Nogi. I 100% think you should be able to grab the belt. I know you're not allowed to because in Nogi you can't grab like the kit, you know, but kind of would be funny if you could still grab the belt. Imagine Adam Wardzinski Nogi against a guy wearing a belt. That would be electric, dude. He would be belt gripping like a freaking madman. Pantoja's pretty good, huh? Yeah, getting a sub with the belt. You like wrapping it around like a scarf choke. All right, we got Franco Diaz and Francisco Lowe coming up on mat 5. Should we switch mat 3 to mat 5 for that? I think so. Me thinky so. I mean, Pantoja's good. He's having some good looks, but just like Gustavo Batista is just, you know, a different level of grappler. So even if it's like Pantoja's like getting close to getting the back, it's like Batista's shutting it down, getting back to his guard, not allowing points. Just kind of like the stuff that like a really experienced good dude is able to do against kind of like a young, hot start up-and-comer, you know? The type of things that a guy does when he just wins matches. And honestly, Gustavo Batista just wins matches at the end of the day. Here we go. Francisco Lowe, Franco Diaz. Coming up bottom right. Franco Diaz trains with Roberto a lot, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, Batista shoots in, but he gets stuffed with the front headlock sprawl. We also have Tyrone Gonzalez versus Rafael Paganini coming up, too. That's a pretty good one. All right, who's getting the dubski here? Oh, Pantoja gets the win over Gustavo Batista. There's some young, fresh blood in the water at this trials. I mean, this has been pretty wild for you know, some newcomers staking their claim at a potential trials gold, getting to the big show in Krakow, Poland. All right, so Enrico Said should be coming up here, bottom left, mat 8. He should be up soon enough. I'm gonna switch this top right to Paganini versus Tyrone. Boom, boom. There we go. Shout out to 380 of you guys watching right now. Appreciate you guys for joining into the stream, making it possible so that the Black Ops division can do something like this, you know? Couldn't do it without you guys, so I appreciate that. And also, shout out all the people watching on their TVs right now. I was digging into the analytics a little bit of an analytics guy myself, and I was diving in, and majority of people watch these streams on their TV. I don't know if it's a Roku TV. I don't know if you got a smart TV. I don't know what if you're watching on the Xbox app. I don't know for sure, but I appreciate you boys watching on your TV. I know you can't really chat from the TV. It's a little harder, but I appreciate you boys watching. So don't think just because I can't see your messages coming through, you TV watchers, that you're not appreciating. I don't see you guys out there. I see you. I watch most of my YouTube, most of my streams on the TV as well, so I respect it. Sorry, Kika. We had to switch over to Paganini versus Tyrone Gonçalves. Flocho, says Jiu-Jitsu. That's right, baby. Watching from both. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody pull it up on every possible device you have. Pull it up on your iPad, your laptop, your gaming PC, your TV, your girlfriend's TV, your girlfriend's boyfriend's TV. Pull it up on all of that. Let's get it going everywhere. Your phone. Call your grandma. Tell her to put it on there. Matt 2 is top left right now. It's still Lucas Conto versus David Santos. Yeah, Majid is fighting. He keeps advancing. Chatting the phone. We do show the girls. We were watching them for a long time. Kind of, it wasn't going anywhere. I can show them some more. That's on me. Chatting the phone, full screen TV. Watching on my Nokia, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh. Anna Carolina Petty just won. I did not see Felipe Porto Shaivan fight yet. It's on my girlfriend's boyfriend's TV as we speak. That's what I'm talking about, you know? And he probably doesn't even do jiu-jitsu, dude. Time to put him on game. Listen, if you're going to be my girlfriend's boyfriend, you got to at least watch jiu-jitsu. You know, you got to at least watch the stream. Can you play Chief Keef while we watch? No, I can't because of copyright laws. I have 350 incognito tabs open watching the stream. That's what I'm talking about. Get those. I saw the numbers boost right there once you started opening those incognitos. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. We hit over 400 now. Keep it climbing, boys. Go open more devices. Pull it up on more devices. Got it on the Motorola flip phone. Now we're talking, dude. Let's get these numbers through the roof. Keep opening tabs, opening devices until we hit over 500. We got to go nuts on it. I have 38 monitors right now, all just with my own stream playing. This is a, you know, a psychologist's dream to walk in here and just see me watching myself stream on 38 monitors. All right, we have Santino Cataldo versus Bernardo Albuquerque. Bernardo Albuquerque is the guy who took out Kawhi Gabriel. Do you guys want me to pull that up or no? Takedown Theory, appreciate you for being in here. Watch the live stream on TV. Thanks for jumping in the chat. Good to see you in the chat. All right, I'm gonna switch this over to the Bernardo Albuquerque match. He's the one who he beat Kawhi Gabriel, so we got to keep an eye on him. Yeah, Keisu. Kawhi lost. Keisu, porra. He did lose. All right, we got it. Santi Cataldo versus Bernardo Albuquerque. Psychologist here, I can attest this is not my dream. I'm scared of you. Please stop. You can't stop me, dude. You can't stop me. We're about to see Enrico Said invert and get into the legs here. Watch this. This is a prediction. He's going to invert. He's going to capture the legs. He's going to build connection, invert, get in on the legs. Here we go. Now here comes a little inversion. False reap. Nope. Nope. Oop. 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 Ooh. Oh, wait. Never mind. I was trying to watch in the background of another match, but I was watching the wrong one. Man, tu caralho. Man, tu caralho. For Marcelo Fausta. All right, let's switch. We got Daya Tatami right here. Brazilian media. Blocking our camera. That's okay. All right, there you go. There's Matt 2, Marcelo Fausta. Enrico Said is a kind of wild body type. He's so long and lanky. Like, I don't necessarily, like, he's not necessarily like a huge dude. He's big for sure, like tall and long, but he's not like Gustavo Batista is like a little shorter, but just like thick as hell. Whoa, wait a minute, Zark Fit. They told me I wasn't allowed to airplay the stream on every screen in my apartment complex. Yeah, dude, don't listen to them. The Alley Cats Anonymous operates by no rules. No man nor apartment complex tells us where or where not to airplay our streams. Get it going. I need you to get it going on every TV in there. And don't stop till you get enough. You know what I'm saying? And we are far from enough. Roosevelt onto the semis, 2 matches, 2 subs under a minute. Did we miss it? Bernardo Albuquerque putting together a run. We got Robinho coming up, Mat 1. He should be up next there. Yeah, they can't box you in, dude. Yeah, Bernardo's run is crazy right now, to be honest. I think Diego Ortiz, also a super impressive run. So, yes. Ooh, Marcelo Fausta on the heel. You got a little heel exposure there. Is he going to be able to get it done? Now he's off camera. Obrigado, Guilherme. De nada. De nada, meu amigo. I mean, these Melky Galvao kids, they just like, they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. You know what I mean? And they hit the ground running. It just seems like every other match is a Melky kid, just a blue or purple belt Melky kid, just going out there and being an absolute dog. Now one of them's taking on Robinho. Ooh, we got Antonella Massaro versus Julia Boscher. She's an Alley Cats backed athlete. No, it's a super good point, Kika Kush. Just going to say, if we're watching every fight at the same time, are you really seeing anything? I'm not seeing anything at all because I'm also reading the chat. I'm watching the stream back in to make sure it's working still. I'm watching nothing and I'm seeing everything. I'm seeing everything but watching nothing. So, you know. Let's switch one of these. Oh, there we go. We got it actually coming right here. All right, boys. Antonella Massaro, the Uruguayan grappler, taking on Julia Boscher. Like I said before, both these girls friends of the programs. But we did officially announce Antonella Massaro as an Alley Cats Anonymous backed athlete. So we got to ride with her. Let's get W's. Antonella in the chat. Let's get it going. Let's get it pumped up right now for Antonella. She's 1-0 as an Alley Cats backed athlete. And we got to keep that riding. We got to keep that riding. We got to get our Alley Cats Anonymous backed athletes all the way to the finals, all the way to the championship, all the way to Worlds. And we got to make something big here. The power of the Alley Cats. Get the Uruguayan flags going in the chat. Get the W's going in the chat. Let's ride for Antonella. Like I said, Julia Bosch, a friend of the program as well. So, you know, this one's going to be a little bit of a heartbreaker one way or another. But sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. And honestly, Julia is very, very good at jiu-jitsu. So definitely going to be, you know, a tough match. But Antonella has the power of the Alley Cats behind her. Whenever someone fights an Alley Cats Anonymous backed athlete, you can hear out in the distance. You can hear a group of like-minded individuals just snapping in a back alley, far and distant away. It doesn't matter how far away we are from the action itself. You can still hear the remnants of the Alley Cats just you know, snapping along, just letting them know that you know there's a horde of groups, just a bunch of sleeper cells, if you will. Oh, she's got to fight off this leg lock. Female grapplers are a lot better. Oh. Oh. All right, Julia Bosch got the win there with the submission. Shout out, Julia. Good for her. But like I said before, it's not about being perfect. It's not about being at the tippity top of the mountain. Oh, dang. Enrico Said just lost also. Crazy. This trials is nuts. But it's not about being at the tippity top of the mountain. It's about getting to the top of the mountain, realizing you're only halfway there. You barely even tapped into your potential. And just like we're doing that right now, shout out, you know, Antonella, because she's only barely realizing her potential, and she'll be back. She'll be back for sure. I hope we see her next trials. Julia's just too good. Reed is right. Julia's very good. Antonella's not there yet, but she will be soon enough. And she has the supports of the Alley Cats behind her, so things are only looking up for her. Things are only looking up for her. Shout out, Julia. Good work there. It's going to be hard to beat Julia, but we still ride. We still ride, boys. Can't stop Trey in the Flocho. That's right. All right. We got Pantoja versus Broj coming up. What else do we got? What else do we got? Marcelo Fausta's still up there. Eli Braz. Is Eli Braz up? I don't see him on my central intelligence computers. I don't see him. Eli Braz. Claderi Goncalves has become the #1 chatter just by saying Eli Braz. Respect. I don't see Eli Braz going out yet. I'll switch to him if he goes, but I don't see him yet. I think we're waiting on some to load. No, that's not the finals. It shouldn't be the finals yet. I don't think it's the finals. Oh, wow. We are... the semis are set. Daniel Amarin versus Diego Ortiz for the 66 kilo. Or semifinals are set. And Bernardo Albuquerque versus David Santos. Shout out them. Let's look at 77. We're still in the quarters. Robinho versus Gabriel Montero, which is what we're watching. Julio Martins versus Marcelo Fausta. Arlie Brandao versus Marco Albuquerque. Is that Bernardo Albuquerque's brother? Are they related? Do you guys know? And then the other semifinal set, Martin Abiel. Let's go to 88. Quick little bracket updates for everybody. 88, we got Gabriel Broge versus Pantoja. That's the quarterfinal. We also have Emerson Freitosa versus Majid Hage coming up. And then the semi is set on the other side of the bracket. It's going to be Franco Diaz and Tyrone Gonçalves. Under 99. Under 99, we got Eli Braz versus Victor Batista. Patricio Tomas versus Rafael Trabuca. Ramiro Leon, and then Felipe Trovo's already into the semis. Plus 99. Roosevelt's into the semis. Pedro Bonbon versus Yatan Bueno's coming up in the quarters. Or wait. Pedro Lucas versus Yatan's coming up in the quarters. And then Pedro Bonbon is up against Vinicius Lessa in the quarters. And then Antonio Asif has already made it to the semis in plus 99. Let's go to the women's brackets. Semis for the women's bracket, Bianca Gianni versus Estefania Atidia. This is, what is this, Argentina versus Argentina? And then Wirian versus Montserrat on the other side. I think Bianca Giannini is going to win that one if I had to give my prediction. Can you say 67, bruh? There you go. There you go. Semifinals for minus 65. Julia Bosch is in the finals. Then Maria Barbosa versus Ana Silva in the quarters. On the other side, Pamela Mansilla versus Maria Clara is in the quarters. And Natalia Colasso has made the semis. Plus 65. We're in the quarters. Maria Raffato Gilpin, Julia Calini, Maria Clara, Anna Beatriz, Ingrid Souza, Anna Carolina, and then Laura Fritzen has already made the semis. There we go. That's a bracket update for you guys. Who won between Broge and Pantoja? I missed it. I was reading the brackets. Eli Braz is in the top left corner here. Switches to mat 6. All right. Montserrat is our girl. Who surprised me in these trials? I would say Diego Ortiz. I would say Bernardo Albuquerque. A lot of the guys in the 66 kilos bracket, to be honest. 66 kilos has been kind of nuts. A lot of surprises in that 66 bracket. Yeah, Pantoja's too. He's looked really good. Pantoja won. Who won that? The result hasn't been updated yet. You think Chiapa, the Chilean wood chipper, got robbed, huh?
Pentejo ainda não começou Diegão. Valeu, Guilherme Moraes. Vai o nome dele aí. Pensei que já estava rolando. How's my Portuguese? Rate my Portuguese. Ainda não. Ainda não. Acho que vai perder para o Bros. I feel like I'm like intruding on you guys' conversation. Perfect pronunciation. Appreciate that, Ben Kovacs. Bom bom. Broji muito forte. Broji muito forte. You're saying Broj is very strong. I knew that one. I got that one. Broj is very strong. I'm getting kind of hungry, boys. I haven't even eaten today. Boy, gotta eat. You can't skip lunch. You just can't skip lunch. Majid on Max 6. I'm trying to watch for it, but yeah, this Maria Barbosa versus Maria Barbosa match is still going on. So he should be up there after. I don't know what's going on mat 5, but let's switch it to mat 8. It should be Pedro Lucas and Yatan Bueno. Some big boys shaking the mats. Mat 3, Tilinardo. Trabuco wins. I think Trabuco won. Eli Braz working a little pass here. He's just kind of shuffling the legs. Is he going to go to mount from here? Ooh, a little armbar. Little armbar from Maria Clara. And she gets the tap. What's going on in Pantoja Broj? Why is it like, why are they just sitting like that? I got my peepers on Pantoja Broj on my other screen, on my 14th screen. So if it kicks up, don't worry. I'll move it over. But nothing's happening on it right now. I promise you. I can promise you this, nothing's happening on it. But I am probably going to have to quit streaming soon. So we're getting closer to the finals, the semifinals. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep streaming, but make sure you guys are going to FloGrappling.com if you want to watch this. You got to subscribe. But, that's what makes this possible. We got to get subscriptions so that then I can do things like bring you guys the quad box. So if you guys are able and willing, do me a favor, go to FloGrappling.com, get signed up. You can watch all the rest of the finals. You can do a month subscription. You can do a year. Whatever you so please. And there's a lot of good jiu-jitsu coming up. WNO 32 is coming March 31st, so you subscribe now, you'll get to watch that one. Even if it's just a month subscription, you'll get to watch the next South American Trials. You'll get to watch a lot of dope stuff. I believe Pans will even be in that. So if you guys, if you're able and willing. All right, here we go. Pantoja Broj, they just walked out. I'm going to switch mat 2 to Pantoja Broj. I told you guys I wouldn't miss it. Right on time. Hey, Nico, I get we're all broke, but go ahead and ask your girlfriend's boyfriend if he could front you a little cash and have no intention of paying him back. Ooh.
Maria Rafato, it looks like, coming out now. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to leave you guys unattended. I'm going to go grab a protein bar, and then I'll be right back, okay? I don't want anybody acting up while I'm gone. I'm going to put, you know what? I'm going to put Nico in charge. He's been active the whole time. Nico Enriquez, you are in charge while I'm gone. You let me know if anybody acts up or anything. If anybody gets a little rowdy in the chat, or if I miss anything in the quad box. Actually, real quick, did I just miss something right now? Oh, shit. Gabriel Broche. You hit him with the... Come on. Rubbin's racing, brother. Rubbin's racing. What are we doing? What are we doing here? You know what I'm talking about? What are we doing? Come on. That was a little bit much, Broche. I'll admit it. But all right, Nico Enriquez, you're in charge while I'm gone. I will be right back. So what if my girlfriend's boyfriend brought the protein bars? Y'all behaving? You're taking bets on the brand of the protein bar? All right, I won't tell you yet. This is like some... I'll bet cash money it's barbell. You guys want me to give any hints or not? I feel like it's kind of like a little bit of like a hippy dippy brand. I don't know. Getting a little artsy with the protein bars. What are we doing? Let's lock in. All right, Majid should be up. Yep, he's bottom left right there. The protein bar brand is Misfits. I don't really know. My girlfriend's boyfriend bought these. I'm not sure, but they're pretty tasty. Now I'm going to eat it very loudly into the mic for you guys, so enjoy. All right, that was the segment of the show where I sit quietly and eat a protein bar. Thank you guys for watching. Majid Hay is very good. Majid Hay is an absolute dog. He's a beast. I like how we're getting doubles right now of Gabriel Broge, Pantoja, and Magritte Hage versus Emerson. You can see both of those matches in the background of the other matches. Doubles is best. All right. Ooh, Broge falling back on a little guillotine. Ends up coming. I mean, Bro's just top spinning, going top, going to the back. Like a madman right now. Floating it a little bit, if you will. We just saw a ref throw in a Zen. Might as well do the same. Except I'm on the bellows. Nah, Majid Hayes, not a rash guard guy. To be honest, I've heard Majid talk about this before. I think he actually has a good point. Like, he wears basically board shorts and a t-shirt, and he lives and trains in Del Mar, California, just outside San Diego. And he tells people like who want to come train in his gym, like someone who's never done jiu-jitsu before, he says just like, yeah, just like show up in like an old shirt you don't mind like potentially ripping or whatever, and some board shorts, and like come do like a trial class, you know? Like, he doesn't try to push people into the gi right off the rip, because like I'm pretty sure this is how he's explained it. There's already a barrier to entry to like coming in and starting jiu-jitsu. Like, that's obviously the hardest part, is like walking into the gym. It's obviously for someone who's never done it, that's like a weird thing. Like, what the hell is going on in here, you know? But like, to kind of make it more chill, little scrappy poo. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. That scramble was nuts. That was awesome. But to make like to lower that barrier to entry where someone just like can walk in the stuff they're used to wearing and do their like trials that way, it does kind of make sense. So I kind of ride with it. Looks like Bros just beat Pantoja. Pantoja not happy. He did not look happy. Why does Flo charge $40 a month? I don't know. Is that what we charge? But I'm not on the pricing team. I'm on the content team. I'm in the Black Ops division, so I just know things about how I'm streaming to you guys right now. I don't know about our pricing. I let smarter people than I figure that one out. But obviously they have a reason. Oops. I'm probably not going to stream the finals. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream, to be honest. I might get off here soon. Oh, yeah, you're right. Chance I could give away a subscription. Let me figure that out. Let me try and figure that out. Maybe next week. Let me talk to some people that actually have power within the company. Ben Kovacs joins sometimes. He's more power than me. You know, he's a big dog. I'm a foot soldier in the trenches, trying to bring you guys some fun stuff, making jiu-jitsu fun time, make it easier to watch. But let me talk to these guys. Let me see if I can do like a chat giveaway where at the end, like maybe it's like we pull everyone who chatted and stuff throughout, and then we can try and give a free subscription for the next trials. Maybe. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it off, Nico. Thanks for reminding me. I'll work on it and I'll see what I can do. Look at that baby shark walking around in the background, top left. Ooh, Bone just hitting slide bys with authority. Majid the Wrestler a bit here. Baby Shark just doing a selfie video in the top left. This is me doing a voiceover for Baby Shark's video. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, Baby Shark here. I'm the baby goat. I'm the two-time ADCC champion here at Trials. Today, I'm watching all these guys and seeing if someone will come and try to take my belt, but they won't. Baby Shark. The Baby Shark. That was my Diogo impersonation. Don't clip that and send it to him. As far as jiu-jitsu impersonations go, I got a pretty good Caio Terra too. I can hit a pretty good Caio Terra impersonation. I feel like my Diogo one's not bad. If you guys have heard Diogo talk, that one's not bad either. Go then, Ryan! I want you. Emerson got Majid in a bit of a compromised position here. Trash man, what did I say? Don't clip it. Ooh, Majid gonna find his way out of here. No. I sounded like Diogo. Not true, Guillermo. I sounded like Diogo. Oh, man. Time. Majid with the veteran move there. You got to stand up and just be like, I won. That's a smart move. Who you guys got? Who you got in this decision? Majid or Emerson? I see some of you riding with Emerson. All right, here we go. Majid Hage advances. There we go, Majid. Majid keeps it going. All right, boys. We might see how this Bone match ends up. Then we might take a look at the brackets as they stand as we get into some of the semis and finals. And then I might end it there. So let's kind of see how this one plays out. Let's go singular shot here for this. All right, how's that? Bone getting them rowdy. Bone getting the boys rowdy. Oh. Getting into the table. The boys getting into the table a little bit. You guys think Emerson won that clearly? Remember now, you judge the whole match. You don't just judge the last little bit. I think it's hard not to have a recency bias, to be honest, even when judging, but you got to judge the whole match. Bone's a sturdy dude. He's just keeping the double down blocks down the whole time. He doesn't even care if homeboy grabs on the head at all. He's just sturdy as hell. Some sick shoving going on. Whoa, 360 from Bone. Had a spin on it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Whoosh. Quick little 360 on him. Let him know. Oh, big throw. Heath the ref liked it. Weird Al's cheesing off that one. What do you guys think? Bone gonna be able to finish off the back here? What do you guys think? Oh, got the tongue out. You know, it's fun to play coy and whatnot when you're in that position, but I will say very often we see a guy who kind of starts emoting like that, like, I'm on bottom, I'm fine, you know. You kind of often see them get submitted soon after. I think everybody calls him Weird Al. Little power. I thought he was gonna go power half there. Bonbon got to have one of the most powerful power halves in the game. Now he's back to this rear body lock. Little sit out. Ooh, Bonbon stays on it. Of course, Nico, I'm glad to do it. Thanks for watching, bro. Appreciate you stopping in, commenting. Helped me out, you know. I should be back next weekend for sure for second South American Trials. We got to get to the bottom of some of these divisions next weekend, you know. I don't know who's going to come out victorious in some of these divisions we saw, but things definitely did not shake up as I predicted. Like a lot of breakout performances, so that makes me even more curious for next weekend. They're using all the mats now. All right. I feel like Bonbon should have that one. What say you guys? What say you guys? Who are you giving the decision to? Pedro Alex Bonbon or Vinicius Lessa? I feel like it's Bonbon.
That's only for scoring, but for decision, the person who took the shot.
That sweat dripping off Pedro. Boy. All right, here we go. Who's gonna get it? Bonbon. Bonbon advances. All right. Let's look at the brackets and where they stand. I believe we're going into the semifinals now. Let's do a quick bracket update. We'll start with the men's 66. This is all in smooth comp if you guys want to look at it for yourself. Let's go 66. We got Bernardo Albuquerque versus David Santos. On the other side, Daniel Amarin versus Diego Ortiz. All dudes who kind of, you know, broke out throughout this, at least for me. A lot of big breakout performances in this 66. Some pretty crazy results. 77. Quick little refresh. We got Gabriel Broge versus Majid Hayes. Pretty sick one. And then Tyrone Gonçalves versus Franco Diaz. So some crazy names in there too. That was actually 88. Sorry, I went out of order. So that was 88. This should be 77. We got Gabriel Andraz versus Julio Martins. A couple Melky kids are going to have to scrap it out. And then Marco Albuquerque versus Martin Abiel at 77. So definitely a lot of fresh faces, a lot of new guys in these semis. Probably going to see some new Trials champs by the end of all this. Then we got Eli Braz versus Rafael Trabuco. And then on the other side, Ramiro Leon versus Felipe Trovo. In minus 99, plus 99. We got Roosevelt Souza versus Yatan Bueno. Pretty crazy match. That one might have happened recently. Did that happen on BJJ Stars or no? And then Bone Bone versus Antonio Asef. Now for the female divisions, minus 55. We got Bianca Giannini versus Estefania Ataria. And we're at Julie versus Montserrat. Some pretty cool ones there. Minus 65. Yeah, all these matches will happen today. What's up, Froggy? Welcome in, bro. We're just kind of wrapping up. We're going through the brackets are all the way up to the semis. So we're going through the semifinal matchups, and we're going to end soon. Thanks for hopping in, Froggy. Good to see you. So in minus 65, Julia Boscher versus Anna Silva. Maria Clara versus Natalia Colasso. I'm just going with the name I can see. I know maybe they go by the second name, but I can't see it, so I can't read it as well. And your boy needs all the help he can get. And then plus 65, we're going to see Maria Rafato Gilpin versus Maria Clara, and then Ingrid Souza versus Lara Fritzen. So there's all the semifinals. Those are about to happen right now. I'm not sure if they're going to have like a little break. Yeah, I'm sure they're probably going to do like a little break. Probably going to do a little break, I assume, so that they can adjust the mat cameras and stuff, get set up for the semifinals. They'll probably run 2 semifinals at once. And do the women also get an invite in this trial? No, they don't get an invite for this one. They'll get an invite next weekend at the second South American Trials. So, but the semifinal is about to go down now. Go over to FloGrappling.com if you guys want to watch that. Get you a monthly subscription. Get you a yearly subscription. Whatever you feel like. You know, if you're able and willing, go ahead and subscribe so I can keep doing things like this. The next weekend, that's the weekend that counts for the females to get their ticket to the World Championship. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you guys watching. You know, I got the chat pulled up on the stream screen right there. So if you want to see your little username, go ahead and pop off some comments. Any last diatribes or whatnot that you guys want to say before I get out of here, because I'm gonna end it soon. But I do appreciate you guys watching in. Next weekend, March 21st, Saturday, March 21st. I believe it's 8 a.m. Central still is the start time for the second trials, but the second ADCC trials is going down from Sao Paulo. It's a little bit outside of Sao Paulo. I think it's like Itaiba or something like that. It's a long, hard Portuguese word for a guy like me to say. But that one's going down March 21st. But then we got a lot of cool stuff coming out on FloGrappling soon. We got WNO 32 going down March 31st. That one's going to be on a Tuesday, March 31st. We got the men's 155-pound bracket featuring DeAndre Corby, Max Hansen, Julian Espinoza, and Dorian Oliveras competing for, I believe, the 155-pound championship belt. I think they're either competing for the belt and Pato might vacate, or they're competing for a shot at the belt, one or the other. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask Ben for the exact specifics. But we got that one. We also got the 145-pound youth bracket going down on WNO 32, where we're going to see 4 of the best 145-pound youth competitors in the world put it all on the line on WNO. That one's going to feature Jay Ortiz, JP Tran, Matthew Bam Bam, and the last one is, who am I forgetting here? JP Tran, Jay Ortiz, Matthew Velez. Why am I forgetting this? Sorry, boys. This is embarrassing. This isn't what you guys sign up for. Watch my man DeAndre get that belt. I think DeAndre's got a good shot. I think Dorian, all these guys are tough. And Chingy Signs. How could I forget about my boy Chingy Signs? That's my bad, Chingy. So we got in the 145-pound youth bracket, we got Chingy Signs, JP Tran, Jay Ortiz, and Matthew Bam Bam. 4 absolute killers dominating the youth scene. I think DeAndre for sure has a good chance. I think Dorian, super tough to beat right now. But then there's like Julian Espinosa. You can never count him out. He's always good for crazy flying stuff. He's always good for making matches exciting. Max Hansen, super technical guy, super smart brain for jiu-jitsu. And I've been seeing some of the stuff he's been posting. That boy been scrapping. That boy been scrapping in the training room and lead up to this one, so you know he's getting ready. But let me run through the rest of these super fights we announced for the card. We just announced yesterday Nick Matea versus Little Jacob Borneman going down. That's a crazy match. Lillian Marchand versus Jane Fragoso. Crazy one. Another youth super fight where we're going to see Connor Stallmer versus Nakoa Navarro. Giving the Utes an opportunity here on this WNO. And then we have Austin Sinos versus Rajas Dewan. So Rajas is the guy who submitted PJ at that ADCC Open. Austin Sinos representing for the blue-collar grapplers. You know, the guys who are putting in a hard day to work and still going out there and scrapping with these young bucks, training full-time. You know, he's an HVAC mechanic, laying it down. If you guys don't know Austin, get hip to him. He's a cool guy. Then we got Mona Bailey versus Tainara Victoria. One of my favorite matches, Philippe Costa versus Sebastian Attard. I think that one should be pretty nuts. And then Bebe Junko versus Zoe Freeman. What's the rule set? Sub only like regular WNO? Yeah, it's just regular WNO rules. I think all the matches might be 9 minutes instead of 15, except for championship matches. Oh, we got Kona coming in to join the stream here in a second. Here, Kona, come here. Come here. Kona, come on. She's all excited. She just got to come in the room. Here, come here. Jump up here. Come here. There we go. We got Kona on the screen. What's up, Kona? She wanted to say what's up to you guys. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, there we go. Thank you guys for watching the trial stream. Make sure you're subscribing to FloGrappling. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming out soon. Couldn't do this without you guys joining in. Hopefully you had a good time. Make sure we're going to be streaming next weekend for the second South American Trials. So March 21st, I'll be back behind the keys, back streaming it. The Black Ops division cannot be stopped. We're more powerful than ever as the Alley Cats congregate. A bunch of sleeper cells out there in the Alley Cats Anonymous, snapping through back alleys, making it happen in the dark, dark shadows of the alleyways. And we'll be back next week for second South American Trials. Thank you guys again. I'll see you next time.